We today are looking at some stats on ESPN, and we've been talking about how to convert fractions into percents and decimals through a couple of different strategies. So today the class is looking up research online, and they're recording their information, wins and losses, and then finding out according information. Let's take a look at Madeline's work here. Hi, Madeline.
Hi.
Can you kind of show us what you're doing here?
Well, right now, I'm doing the Detroit Lions for the NFL.
Okay.
And right now they have 7 wins and 4 losses.
So what does this information show you?
Well, it shows you like kind of what the fraction is and how good they're doing for percentage.
Yeah. Now, how are you reading? It looks like you have NFL stats up right now. How are you reading these? How are you reading these charts?
I'm looking at the Detroit right there.
Gotcha.
And there's 7 wins, 4 losses.
Now, how did you get? I noticed that you have an 11, the bottom of your fraction. How did you see that? Or how did you know that an 11 was your denominator? How did you come to that conclusion?
7 plus 4 is 11, so that is how.
Right, yeah, because when you look at your whole, you see the wins and the losses combined. Great, thank you, Madeline. Okay.
I know, my iPad is like taking forever to load.
Oh, there we go. It looks like it's back on track. Willem, can you show me here what your work is? You're doing something a little bit different with some of the running backs and the yards that they've rushed. And could you tell us about what you're doing?
My team that I'm doing is the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
And I'm doing their rushing yards for each person that has rushed. And so I have their rushing yards and the fraction of their rushing yards and the whole team's rushing yards. And then I have the percent of the yards they've ran out of all the rushing yards, and then the decimal.
Great.
So I have the running backs and the rushers right here.
Right. Now I noticed right here that some of the other kids are making it so their denominators are 100. Why aren't you doing that? Do you remember why? We had talked about that a little bit ago. Do you remember, or are you kind of blanking?
Kind of blanking.
Yeah. When our numbers, our denominators are greater than 100, then we do not try to create that number to be to 100. You just divide the two numbers, your numerator divided by your denominator. Thanks for sharing. Okay, we have Michaela and Megan in the back here. Hi, girls. Would one of you like to share what you're doing?
Sure.
Okay.
We're making graphs depending on depending on the scores. I just finished one called Brooklyn.
Okay.
The wins, the losses, the fraction, and you times it times something like that. The number that you do when you do 100 minus 15
Yep.
would be 7.69. Then you times that to about 100. 5 times that is that. And then that's the fraction. And then you do 38%, and then you do the decimal, which is 5 divided by 8, and that's the decimal.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing. Megan, are you doing some cool stuff over here too?
Yes.
You're working with the Raptors, Toronto, and Milwaukee?
I guess.
Yeah? I like your Milwaukee work so far. It looks like we're working on Toronto. Keep up the good work. Okay, so this is the rest of the class that's working right over here. They are working hard, trying to learn more about fractions and learning that, fractions aren't that scary of a thing.